Alright, hello guys, and this is basically my showcase. I finally finished painting the Boys of Love. Just spin around. I don't have good angles, but fuck it, right? I'm going to show them all by themselves anyways. So let's start off with the leader, why not? Here we have the leader, which I don't remember his name. But he has a silver eye, which is Stormhost Silver. No, it's not Stormhost Silver, it's... Fuck. The metallic paint from... The 1988 metallic paint from War Colors. I think it's just called silver, but that's what I used. I probably would use Stormhost Silver next time, because that paint it's not the best. I would not recommend the 1988 paint from War Colors. I've only tested two, which is the silver and the flesh, the barbarian flesh. Not the best. But I'm guessing they are mimicking 1988 Citadel paints. So here we are. They're called the Boys of Love. And the lore about these guys is that they heard some humans talking about the power of love, and that the power of love is the strongest force. And these guys love fighting. So they think that love is a god or something, a deity that you fight for. So these guys are kind of like fighting for love and Gork and Mork, or Gork and Mork. So I think in AOS it's Gorka Morka, something. Both the two orc gods fused and became one god. Anyways, so that's how they are. The fucking pink metal, white accents. Oh yeah, and also I'm gonna do that, talk about details at the end. But I did put one skull from the Citadel skulls on every single base. So I think it went pretty well. The thing is that I did not prime the skulls. At first I painted all of this shit, you know. Then I said, you know what, I want a little skull, put some super glue on it, put the skull on it, and then paint on the skull. So, not super hard. So there we go. Yeah, also the flesh. His face. I'm really happy with this light green that I did. I did a bit of like red because I wanted, some tone on the actual face. But it was a little bit, I let it pool a bit too much right there. Other than that, I'm really happy with this guy. Then the other light green one. I might do a tutorial on how I did this light green flesh, if people want to know about it. And yet again, I'm really happy with him. The metal is just dry brushed. And then this right here is kind of like a mixture of metal and then light browns and ochres. I just had something on my wet palette and I just blended it together. So, and then did a dry brush of Sicorn bronze or something like that. But yeah, yet again, I used the three colors of love, which is red, pink, and white. We also, if you could see the shading, I actually used a Micron pen. I wanted to see how it would look, because of the fact that when you are doing, pink metal on pink metal on pink metal, or, red on pink, he would blend in too much. So I just used the Micron pen just to go around all of this shit, you know? Get some very fast and strong shading. And it worked, I think. You know? So I'm really happy with that. Then we have this guy, who is the one that I'm least happy with when it comes to the skin. I mean, the two light ones I like. The darker ones, they did not turn out super well. But I wanted some color differentiation on them. This is Basha. What I did was I removed the spikes from his clubs. Because I thought, you know, he's bashing. He doesn't need spikes. So yeah. And not much to say other than, yeah, and there's the skull. Where did I put the skull on that guy? Right there. Oh, yeah, and also his base. On the cracks I did some light. This is actually like 4 different blues. The camera doesn't pick that up, but I spent way too much time on that. For something that you can't really notice even in real life unless you hold it up very close. And the plantation. There we go. And the reason why I put on these extra skulls is because on the bases that have plantations and cracks, there are no skulls. And on the bases that there are skulls, there are no plantation and things. So I wanted to use something that would tie all their bases together. And that is the skulls. You know, other than they're all brown. Because here you can see the skull that comes with the base. And this is this guy. I mean, overall, I think this is the worst one that I did. But at least, I don't know, is his skin? No, I like Basha's skin more than this guy. I think this is Slasher or something. And this is Sharpa, or this Slasher and this is Sharpa. I don't know. I think this is Slasher. You know, he has 2 slashing weapons. Sure, why not? Even though I would probably call an axe a chopping one. But yeah, that's him. Not much. Let's talk about this guy. I did not glue this arm when I painted it, because that would make it super hard, so I waited until I painted, then I glued it together. And there is his first skull, and as you can see, that's really hard to see. I mean, even in real life, since he's covering it so much, I would have preferred if that skull, this is the skull they molded in, if it would have been closer to the edge, kind of like laying like that would probably be better than just right underneath him. So I put a skull behind him as well. It really helps getting, tying all of these guys together, having those skulls, you know, on their bases. Even though that guy doesn't have a skull on the front, he has it on the back. So yeah. And that's just how it is. I'm happy with how these guys turned out. I could potentially put another skull on his base, but no, this is enough. And fuck me, this showcase is far too long, and I think I wasted a lot of time in the very beginning. But there you go, my showcase of the Boyz of Love.